All praise unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the honors unto the apostles and elders at GMS. Salutations unto the elect Akim. So I'm making this video based off of prophecies coming to pass as we speak. Wars on the brink of reality, so to speak, because this world, the American population, they don't think that America's going to go to war. They don't think that America's going to be destroyed. Okay, when you have different countries that are testing out their nuclear capability, not just because they don't have anything else to do, but because they're tired of America. All right, they're tired of America, the big bully. Okay. Then also you have going on in the world, you have Esau. He has a law that he is trying to reestablish, which is it's actually resurfacing, is making being a pedophile legal. Okay? Because I believe they did it in California, or they tried to do it in California. So this law is reemerging, and playing straight out, man, it's a wicked act. Okay? But you have to expect things like that from the devil, man. So that's why I have this up here. Matter of fact, I'm going to grab another scripture before I get into this book of Acts, the 3rd chapter. I'm going to get into the book of Matthew, the 24th chapter, and I'm going to start from the 21st verse, I believe. Okay? Really, it's a good read. The entire chapter of Matthew 24, if you haven't read it, for younger brothers that are watching this video, it's a good chapter going into prophecies. And how do you know that the prophecies are coming to pass? Okay? Because it says on verse 17, it says, "Let him which is on the housetop not come down to take anything out of his house, neither let him which is in the field return back to take his clothes." Okay, so pretty much it's telling you when these times come, the time of Jacob's trouble, that you're just going to have to be ready, man. You're not going to have to. Really, this is the time to prepare for Jacob's trouble. By studying, by reading, by watching the prophecies, by preparing your spirit, not being into this world, okay? But focusing on the reality of the scriptures. All right? So I just want to get straight into the point that I want to get into, which is in verse 21 and 22, which says, "For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be." Okay, like I mentioned, it's talking about Jacob's trouble. When the famine is in America, when the RFID chip is pushed upon the masses. Okay, when you have a famine of the word and a famine of sustenance. Okay, when the concentration camps are in full effect because they've been working on them. Okay, but before that, there's going to be martial law. Okay, this is the time of Jacob's trouble, and by reading this, it shows how balanced Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is, because he says that the kingdom is the same way that no eye have seen nor ear heard the things that he had prepared for those that love him. Okay, so the Jacob's trouble is going to hit hard, but the kingdom of Israel, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, is going to be the comfort, man, after all the tribulation is done with. All right, so keep going. This is the point that I really wanted to get into, and it says, "And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened." Okay, so if Esau was to fulfill every single wicked deed that he wanted, the people would be no more. With homosexuality, that took another generation. That took 10 years off of the next generation, man. Because the more and more that homosexuality spreads throughout men and women, all right, the reproduction declines, man. Okay? The people die off. You need men and female. Okay? If you put a bunch of men, homosexual men, on one island, that island will be done in 1 year, man. If that. Because they can't reproduce. Once everybody starts dying off, that's just it, man. The same with women. Okay? So if it was up to the so-called white man, everybody would be destroyed, man. Everybody would go. So the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, has a plan to get us up out of here, man. Okay? So now I want to get into that book of Acts. Back into the book of Acts that I had up. Chapter 3. And verse 21. Actually, I'll start from 20. It says, and he shall send Yahushua Hamashiach, which before was preached unto you, whom the heaven must receive until the times of restitution of all things, which the Most High have spoken by the mouth of all his holy prophets since the world began. Okay? So the same things that we're saying, the same way that we feel, the same spirit that we're in, the prophets that were before us have been saying this, man. You know? Moses, Noah, Isaiah, Jeremiah, and all the prophets. The list of the prophets goes on and on. Ezra, Daniel, they were all saying the same things that we're saying, man. Okay? But it says, whom the heaven must receive until the times of restitution of all things, which the Most High have spoken by the mouth of all his holy prophets since the world began. So I want to get into that word restitution real quick. You know? And let's see. Strong's G 605. Okay, let's see if I can get it to play.
Strong's G 605. Apokatastasis. Apokatastasis.
Okay, apokatastasis, which is restoration. Pretty much just to restore. Okay? To restore what? To restore the laws, the statutes, the commandments, righteousness, because all these things in America are at an all-time low, man. Okay? The lowest of the low that they can be. Why? Because the so-called white man is ruling. Okay? It says, of a true theocracy, of the perfect state before the fall. Okay? Before Israel went off from the law, statutes, and commandments, hey, at a point in time with Solomon, man, there we had 40 years of peace. Okay? After that, man, it was all out hell. Right now, we're living in that same condition of hell, man. Right now, Israel is at an all-time low. All we have right now is the scriptures, man. All we have right now is Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Because everything else is orchestrated and engineered to pull your attention from Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So guess what? 2/3 of our people, look at them, man. Need I say more? Okay. It says, look what they do on the streets of Jerusalem. So everything is at an all-time low because we are the original rulers of the earth, man. The world was made for our sakes, according to the book of 2nd Ezra, man. This world was made for our sakes. Really, is talking about the elect of Israel, okay? But it says of the perfect state before the fall. Hey, because like I said, the reason why it's like that, why wickedness is at an all-time high is because Esau, the devil, is ruling this world. If not, where and who is he, man? Okay? 2/3 of these people don't realize who's they don't care, man. That's why the scripture in Proverbs was written for the elect's sake, when it says when the wicked rule, the people mourn, but when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Right now, our people are rejoicing. They're not mourning. The only ones that are mourning are the elect, man. We're the only ones that are sighing and crying for all the abomination that's being done. And Esau making pedophilia a legal thing, all right? Having sex with little kids. Grown-ass man getting off on little kids, infants, babies, okay? Is proving how much more the devil he is. The earth is giving into the hand of the wicked, and look what he's doing, man. And you telling me he doesn't need to be destroyed? Okay? You telling me he doesn't need to be destroyed? Hey, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is about to move on this place, and he's about to move on